Hello, welcome. Happy Sunday. It is now the 12th day of Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm still behind. I did not make Herculean efforts yesterday and catch back up, so I am still behind. So in my two projects, the the romance novella that I am working on, it still has just over 5,000, as does Project Grey 2, which is the sequel to my YA fantasy. I have not touched those in the last couple of days because I have been editing. So I was able to get some headway and able to finish over the last two days. I think that's right. Finish editing 48 pages. And so that feels like a nice break from the drafting stages, I think. So I was able to move some of my stickies, and I realized that I was using it wrong, which I can't remember if I mentioned this last time or not. But so all of these pink stickies up here were ones that I had already outlined for the romance novella, but I still had them in the outlining section. So I just went ahead and moved them down to the drafting section because they need to be drafted. So I had the top part of my Kanban board was messed up, essentially. I wasn't using it correctly, or at least not using it in a way that made sense to my brain. So I am aware that there are plenty of really cool, awesome people here on authortube today that are participating in a giant 10K relay. So if you are popping in and out, that is perfectly fine with me. You are welcome to do so. So hi, if you are here. Alley Cat is here. Hello. I bet you have been bouncing all over the place today. And CB is here. Hello. You are 15 plus behind. Yeah. Same. Although I'm not quite sure exactly what my numbers are because I didn't bother to do the math this morning. You took Friday and yesterday off and sat around watching useless TV all day like you didn't have anything you should have been doing. Well, sometimes you need a mental and creative break. And that's what I, last night during Charlotte Armstrong's stream, I can't talk today, Charlotte Armstrong's stream, I made the executive decision that my brain was creatively done for the day. So I went and played Skyrim. So hello, Mr. P. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Hannah is here. Hello. Hello. And Charlie is here. Hello. Yay. We do have some friends today. Aaron is here, hopping over from Brooks in a minute. All righty. Feel free to hop wherever you need to today, and whatever works for you is good. Charlie has already written 2,772 words so far. Ooh, that's a lot of words, Charlie. That is a lot of words. You're going to have to send your mojo to everybody today because that is, those of us who are behind need a little help. Alrighty, well, welcome. We are glad that you are here. I have opened up a Scrivener file and I didn't even bother to choose which one because I'm behind on both of them. So the first one that popped up was Grey 2. So I will be working on doing some deeper outlining and maybe some scene drafting in Project Grey 2. What am I supposed to be at today? I don't even know. I should check that. I made like a nice little spreadsheet thing to track where I was going to be, and then like the days that I haven't written, I'm just like, and didn't do anything. So today I'm supposed to be reaching 7,800 for each story. So that's close to, what is that? Close to 4,000? A little over. Close to 5,000. Am I math? That doesn't seem right. 5,000 to 7-8. That's like 2,800. Okay, brain. Hello. Good God. My brain does not want to. I switched this morning to green tea latte, and it doesn't have the same like kick your brain awake that coffee does, but it lasts longer. So I was hoping that by switching to the green tea that I wouldn't have to have a second cup of coffee. That may or may not have been a mistake. I don't know. But based on what the math just happened, I'm leaning towards may have been a mistake. You had a 17,500 plus word deficit early. Well, you are taking a giant chunk out of that, so good for you. Abigail is here. Hello. Yay. Nor is here. Hello, everybody. We are the Twin Tails. I am doing okay. My brain has not apparently kicked on awake today, and it's 2 p.m. my time, which is ridiculous. But some days it just happens. Because my brain was wide awake at 5 o'clock this morning for no good reason. So you write with active imagination techniques. You need to do a video about it. Yes, I would love to. Because you were talking about your active imagination journal the other night, and I thought that was really interesting because I have not heard too many people talk about that kind of thing. So please do a video. Coming in from By the Brook stream. So hello, yay. Yes, we do like to have some live streams and some sprints all around. You're very behind today as well. Yes, yay. Join the party. The dawdling writer is here, and apparently my dawdlingness is spreading, but we're going to try and change that with our productivity strengths. So you were super productive yesterday and spent most of today reading in bed. I did not want to get out of bed today because, like I said, 5 o'clock in the morning, my brain was still awake. So I slept from about maybe 5:30-ish to 11. So like, even though I don't get up early, like my brain is not awake. It's not awake at all. Yes, so everybody's coming in from different places, and a lot of people from Brooke's stream, which I have it on my watch later stream playlist. Words. What are words? Because I want to go and rewatch it. Oh, thank you. This is, I think, the second year that I've tried doing it, and last year I finally got into it with NaNoWriMo with November, and so I'm trying to be better about it. And thus far, it's started to expand with all of the extra goodies that I've put in it. So I feel pretty good about it. I like it. CB math, eek, exactly. Hello. And sprint hopping, yay! You switched to half-calf tea after your 2 coffees in the morning. Yeah. And I dearly wish that I could switch between coffee and black tea, because I used to do that all the time. And then I finally figured out that was the reason why I always got Charlie horses in my leg at night, usually at like somewhere between 3 and 5 a.m. It doesn't happen any other time. There's no other reason for it. But when I switch between coffee and black tea, like in a day or like several days running, it's a guaranteed muscle spasm. So, Lady Lazarus, hello. I think your avatar is super cute, by the way. Your brain was wide awake at 7:30 a.m. this morning, and that's practically a crime. Well, my brain was wide awake from like all of yesterday to 5 a.m. because my brain is weird. So it sounds really interesting. The active imagination. Yes, I think it would be really helpful. So yes, we are also voting. You're the person I turn to so that I don't dawdle. Well, I'm still working on that myself. So you are welcome to work on that with me. Adding it to your growing list of ideas to do. I had an idea, and Don't steal it, y'all. You can, it's fine. But I had an idea this morning when I was slouching that I was like, I should probably do like I tried a posture app or something for writers. I don't know if such a thing exists, but it probably does. Hello, hello. Thank you. We are going to need some of that luck, I think. And we will get started shortly with our usual sprints. You're joining sprints again pretty soon, and you'll be back home tomorrow. Okay, great. Then you'll be maybe more on your regular schedule then. Having lots of ideas is better than none at all. I think so. Still working on characters today. You meant to finish last night, but you had an impromptu website update. Was it a brand new idea that you were like, ooh, this will make things great, or an uh-oh, I messed up and I have to fix something? And by the way, I am drinking and recommend a ginger ale and cranberry mixture, but no alcohol. So Erica, hello, yay. Yays all around. You feel that? Well, yeah, you definitely got up early for the 10K day for sure. I should have gotten up early, which is probably like in the back of my head. I was kind of like, yeah, I'm going to do all these things today. I'm going to catch up before my stream. Then I'm going to get ahead. And no, absolutely not. My brain does not work that way. So feel like I say something in every stream lately that everybody says should be a video or that people have never heard of. Yeah. Well, that just means that you have a wealth of ideas. Words. Scribbling cat. Hello. 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 Nice to see you. Mr. P went on to change the menu bar and ended up changing a lot more. Yes. Getting mad with Cad the Lad. How's it going? It's going well. We're about to get started with our first sprint, like 12 plus minutes in, as usual. Megan McCarthy, hello, hello, hello. So at Charlie, maybe because you have really important and useful things to say, you're unsurprised by that just from all that you have shared thus far. Yes. Jenna, hello, welcome. Gonna run to the bathroom real quick and then get some water. Yes, please do make sure that you have something to hydrate with, whether it is water, coffee, tea, whatever it is. Oh, good. Today is gonna be a day, apparently. Saying things that, yeah. Oh, we're gonna make Charlie blush again. Alrighty, so I need to set up a timer. Like, I don't know why I'm using the royal we or like the collective we, because you have no control over sharing the timer buttons. So yeah, it's just gonna be one of those days, I think. But sometimes that's okay. The chaos will occasionally invite something even better into the world. So there you go. Alrighty, so the first sprint, 15 minutes to get our brains into the story and get us ready to open our documents, do whatever, change our pens when we find out one is dry, all that kind of stuff. We are set up and ready to go. So first sprint starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that was the end of the first sprint. How did we do? It took me quite a bit of time to try and figure out what I wanted to add to the scene, because I hadn't outlined that portion of the scene yet. So, but I finally sort of found the direction that I wanted to take it in. So I was able to make a little bit of progress there. So I got 222 words, which is nice. So 222. Sorry, I'm tracking on my little sticky notes so that I know about how many words or pages I've been editing in certain amounts of time and whatnot. So I've got all of my camp stickies for just mainly when I'm during the streams that I am doing. Words are hard today, apparently. So that's, but we are a dozen days in, and so the mad rush at the beginning sort of feels like you have the taper off, and then you start to mad rush again at the end of the month, just because, human nature. We like to procrastinate, and those of us who don't are lying. So, all right, where did we stop in the chat? Good old Waddy, yes, because I can't say the word apparently today. Charlie has had an eccentric life. I may just stop talking, y'all. That we are supporting, yes, our royal we and musketeer syndrome. You literally thought you heard your name and you realized I said Jenna. Your name is Jana. Okay. Well, I will continue to call you Alley Cat, though, for at least a while until I can remember. So, just don't call me D'Artagnan and you're happy. Oh gosh. I was trying to remember which one was my favorite. And it was not D'Artagnan. Was it Porthos? I think it was Porthos was my favorite. There was shouting in the song you were listening to, and you thought your mom was shouting for you downstairs. Yeah, I have to be careful of which songs I play in the car, because there are a couple of songs that I have that have sirens in them, and so I always am like, was I speeding? Is there a cop behind me? So I always have to. But those are always fun songs too. So once I hear them, I'm like, yeah. And I want to keep driving with them. And then as soon as the siren part comes on, I'm like, is there a cop? So yeah, you can't math. Exactly. Same. Oh, fudge. I like your username. You can't math, but you'll try to help. And I said that's what calculators are for. Whoa, where'd we go? Lots of jumping. There we go. Okay, it's more your timelines are a mess and you can't figure out how many months have passed in total or between the first and last event. Well, you have at least a little bit more room than the Greek plays did, because theirs were in 24 hours. So you could just, I don't know if you want to pick certain holidays and just have the events occur in between those two. Kai the Minion has been trying to do timelines as well and has such a headache. Yeah. We Are the Twin Tails got 125 handwritten words. Nice. Nicely done. CB got 293. I'm not going to take your words away from you. 293 words, and you finished one chapter and started another. That's great. Elizabeth made some grilled cheese. That's productive. You know, so we need to collectively decide how many words a grilled cheese is worth, because we already decided coffee was worth 200 points. So how many points should a grilled cheese be worth? 202 for Oh Fudge. Edited a smidge of a video for Tuesday, so no words yet. I have not edited anything for a video this week. So, oops. Get mad with Cad Lad, finally getting a hang of the stupid timeline, but now you have a headache as well. And we all love a grilled cheese, yes. 165 words for Megan, nice. Doing some filming and working on your new Kanban stuff, including your first unboxing, right? Because you had said that yours was not going to last the move, so you were going to have to get something a little bit more hardy. Vanya, 426 for you, and you finished your cake. Yay! Firefox crashed. Oh no, at the start of the stream, so you had to open it again and reload Google Docs. So you only got about 7 minutes of work done. And on that note, everybody save your documents, because technology needs to be saved periodically. Even if Google Docs automatically saves it, go ahead and save it. 104 words and a lot of thinking and calculating. Dope. Yes. Just reading through your second draft and making notes. Great. I was doing that for my first draft yesterday and the day before, so math was by far my worst subject in school. Yeah. I was going to say science, math, but usually science had a little bit more memorization for like vocabulary and theoretical stuff, and so I could understand that. But so yeah, math was definitely not my favorite. Official Mr. P got some water, knocked over the tart warmer. Oh no, cleaned up some wax, got your documents pulled up. Then you are ready to go. Yep. Alicia is here. Hello. Everyone seems to be having an off day. Well, we're working on it. All we can do is just kind of plug away at it and get some work done, even if it's not like super impressive numbers, but every number counts. 230 words for Charlie. Broke 3K for the day. Yay! And your mind gave me the cardia that resembled a stuffed animal of a cross between a kitten and a teddy bear with a little butterfly wings on their back. Oh, that sounds so cute. Yes. Sundays are off days. Off days are allowed on Sundays. Yep. Just finished and passed your last praxis. Yay! Congratulations. So now you can finally focus solely on your Camp Nano project, which you are behind on. We're all behind at this point, I think. But you read back over what you have and then got 68 additional words. Great. Good job. 334 words for Lady Lazarus, and you might finish chapter 5 soon. Excellent. That is awesome. Kai the Minion got 271 words describing birds in a bit too much detail. Interesting. I went one time to a book panel thing. I don't know what you call it. I think it was a book panel, but it was at the Decatur Book Festival in Georgia, and Diana Gabaldon came, and she's one of my mom's favorite authors, and so we went to see Diana Gabaldon's panel speech session. I'm not sure what you call it. And she was talking about how her first book really was her thesis, and it was on the environmental impact of cliff-dwelling birds. I think something like that. It was, and she sort of rattled off this long spiel of what it was, and I was like, wow, yeah, I can tell that's exactly why you have a lot of detail in your books, because your brain works like that. So Erica, yes, hello, says CB. Charlie has had lives. Yes. Fun times. Send you mine to sort out too. Oh, just like shove the timeline over. Like, here, do mine. I know that feeling. Where'd it go? Oh no. We've been talking a lot, and so now I'm in. Oh no. Okay, there we go. You get called Jen too, so when you hang out with your friend Jan, it can get confusing. Gotcha. I'll be doing more late night chats with Charlie, so yay. Yay, yay. We're writers, and as such, we shouldn't be expected to do much math, other than hopefully counting the money when it comes in, right? Porthos was pretty awesome. D'Artagnan was a dork, too young, too green. Yeah. I was always way more fascinated by like the lives the other musketeers had led. And I was like, y'all are way cooler. 400 for grilled cheese, says CB. 553 is your vote for the value of grilled cheese. And Charlie works on Aeon Timeline, which I've heard recommended from Kate Kavanaugh. And I believe Jenna also has used it. And your husband is chanting that we can hold a bake sale for you to get it if needed. You'll be strict and say that it's worth 1.5 points or 1,500 points, only because you thought of a new scene. 57 words while you were distracted and role-playing. That's fine. Your hubby says grilled cheese is worth 150 points. Baked grilled cheese is worth 300. Technology gremlins. Yes, exactly. Save your work. Save it, save it, save it. I had not thought of emailing it as a backup. But yes, that would be a way to do it. No words yet. Overslept this morning. Same. And you were getting breakfast during the first sprint. Now you're wearing a pants at least. It wasn't till... Oh, okay. Yep. Wearing pants should count for some points too, right? Yes. Yes, it does. And in that case, do shorts count as only like some points and full-length pants count as something else? Do denim count versus sweatpants? We're going to have to decide all these things. Misery loves company and all that. And Hannah votes yes, pants count for something as well. Fun fact, those whose best subject was English in school usually had math as their worst subject and vice versa. Yeah, unless you're like one of those weird super brain people. So yeah. Just found you from normal YouTube recommendation lives, but definitely, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. We do like to have some fun, but we usually also try and get some sprints in. So I think we will set up our second sprint in just a moment. So go ahead and tell me how long you want to sprint for. Because I'm okay with 20, 25 funky numbers to sort of mirror our funky moods today, whatever you guys are interested in, as long as it's not like, 15 hours, something like that, because I can't do that. So CB's best subject in school was probably French or music. Interesting. So here's a little weird fun fact, I guess. I took French in high school, and I was kind of mad because they took away the Latin classes 2 years before I got to high school, and I really wanted Latin, but I took French, and I got student of the year 2 years running, the 2 years that I took French, because my academic scores were great for the testing, but I can't speak it to save my life. So I was good on paper, which is what you needed for school, which is you regurgitate it on the test and you hand it back in and you get a grade. So yeah. So my friends who were better at speaking it, but not as good as regurgitating it on the test, were always mad at me for getting the first spot. I was like, well, you know, that's how school works. Wearing clothes that aren't pajamas should be worth points. Yes. Having brushed hair, being showered, tea, all that. Do sweatpants count for actual pants or trousers as pajama? Does it depend on if you wear them to bed or not? I would say if you have to change into sweatpants, those count as like full pants points. But if you like rolled out of bed and then, I'm not sure it counts. Would you go shopping in them? If yes, they count as clothes. But then again, you live in the UK and I've seen people in the shops wearing their PJs. Yes. And if you go at 6 o'clock in the morning, nobody else is up, so who cares? People at Walmart vibes. Yes. Also in the UK and guilty of shopping in PJs, but the shop is 5 minutes from your house. So yeah. Some of your sweatpants are pretty nondescript and look like jeggings, so you do wear them. Yeah. Some of them are a little crazy, so you don't wear them out. I need a pair of like, my sister-in-law was wearing a really cool, funky, like color block, like neon rainbow pair of leggings because my nephew was like, he apparently like looked over her outfit when she was going to work. She's like, that's boring. You need something better. And so he told her that she needed rainbow pants. So that was the closest she had. So and now I want a pair. All right. Alicia votes for 2019, 25 for Charlie, 2222, 2002, 2319. Let's see. I think I kind of like the 2319, and it has been voted for twice. So I think we shall go with that for the second sprint. And gotta remember to share the screen, share the screen, share the screen. Maybe if I say it enough times, it will actually stick in my brain. All right, so the second sprint, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. Hopefully that was just a quick blip, but technology gremlins are about today. Okay, I'm going to put the timer back on the screen. And hopefully it will stick this time. There. Okay, how did we do? I just forgot the math that I just did. I was trying to calculate ahead of time and I just forgot it. So 461 for me that time. And that brings me over the daily words that I needed to get for today, but I still have to make up for the last couple of days. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I now only need like 1,700 to hit the what I should be getting to today for Project Gray 2. And I haven't touched Project Heartbeat yet. But anyway, so don't forget to save your document because we saw the technology gremlin threatening earlier with the little blink on and off. But that was probably just my Wi-Fi. But just in case, make sure you save. Let's see, you took Spanish, you can speak it, but I'm not confident in it and don't because family members. Yeah. Took French and Spanish at school, but had to fight to do that because in this country and in the Catholic school, you went to having a record of special needs and educable. Yeah, so the education system, when we switched to the more industrialized version, what I like to call like the assembly line method for education, it does not work for the majority of students. It appears to in that it gives a basic education to many students, but it is not an education that is optimal for most kids because, well, it does teach you the basics. It doesn't teach you to go beyond. It doesn't teach you to the fullest of your potential. And that is doubly true for anyone who does not fit the quote-unquote norm, which is a very, very small minority of people that actually fit the norm and excel in school. So, yeah. Very much so. Homeschooled, yep. Homeschooling is definitely, in a lot of ways, a better option for a lot of students. As long as you have the time and resources to be able to do so. One of the reasons why public education continues to function as it does is because it essentially serves as like free babysitting for a lot of families. And it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Thomas Edison got kicked out of school for being uneducable as well. People are ugh. Was it Edison that was dyslexic or was it Einstein? I don't remember. Could have been both. Might have been both. Stopped in the middle of sorting out your timeline and just opened your doc again. And it said, baby is born again. Again? What do you mean again? Who knows? A rebirth? Reincarnation? Are you doing a flashback? Are you having the baby travel in time? Disability shouldn't be a hurdle. Beethoven was deaf in his later years, and look what he accomplished. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It did fix the technology gremlins. Yeah, and that's why I said save the documents. You are unsure if Edison was dyslexic or not, but clearly there was something got him labeled as such. His mother told him that he was too smart for them and he needed higher levels of education they could not give him. He didn't know until later it was actually the opposite. Yeah. Yeah. Ready to develop a space religion your refugees practice when they colonize a solar system. I think it depends on, I would say make the main religion based on maybe like the element or the resource that is either most lacking or most abundant. So if the solar system and planets that they live on are short of water, they would probably sort of like maybe deify a water source, or sort of like the opposite. If it's like the sun is super hot and the arid land therefore is like because of the sun, then you could sort of have the sun and the heat be like the angry deity. So could be that. I don't know that, but that's like more planetary based rather than solar system based. So I'm not sure if your solar system would have like a particular characteristic, or if like maybe each planet would have a sort of like element or deity, and then together you would have the pantheon for the entirety of the solar system. Get Mad the Cad with Cad the Lad said, CB, don't know if you need to hear this from me, but if you already know this, but you are not unteachable, you are not any less than. Yes, exactly. You are awesome. You are amazing. And you have proven that disability should never be a hurdle. Yes. Amen to that. And Cad the Lad finally got your timeline sorted out. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Figured out your characters were together for 3 years and 8 months. It's either a long time or short time, depending on how it feels. In total, from dating to the death of one of them. Not a spoiler because it happens before the story takes place. Okay. You're hella jealous you can't get anyone to stay with you for longer than 6 months. Well, you know, quarantine is not exactly conducive to to anything else at the moment. So Isaac Arthur just released the perfect video for your research, Becoming an Interplanetary Species, the First Steps. Ooh, interesting. After this, you'll get back to the religion. Gotcha. 249 for Oh Fudge. Nice. Alley Cat got 114 words. A little over halfway outlining chapter 16, getting faster at the flashcards. Ooh, yay. I'm going to have to try flashcards, I think, at some point, because I have lots of index cards. And I wrote down some tips from Emily Bourne on what to include on scene cards. Let's see, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Not there, apparently. Not there either. Oh, well, I'll find it later. I was going to show you, but can't find it. Howdy, story folk, says Redditive. 590 for Hannah. Very nice. Kai the Minion got 469. You accomplished nothing. You're trying to find etiquette for sending artwork to galleries for your story. If you have a particular gallery in mind, I would say maybe look up their like requirements. Yeah. I don't know much about getting your artwork in galleries, so I'm afraid I'm not much help there. 367 for CB. And Hannah says, hi, Redditive. Woo. Okay, I'm going to have to go through these comments faster, apparently. Moving some story files from one program to another. Got one story and notes transferred, one more to go. Nice. 125 words for Cad the Lad. Good job, everybody. Yes. Good to see a familiar face and or avatar. Charlie got 411. Nora finished a scene and a half. Nice. And CB still needs 596 words. Well, we are here till 5 o'clock today, so we will have plenty of time to get some more work done. So 3,660 out of 5,500 words for your camp project. Nice. Hannah says, I mean, I have a face, I guess. You do have a face. Teaches you to memorize but not actually learn. Yes. At least in the K through 12 experience. Yeah. Yeah, you sort of get stuck learning all the rules and regulations and just like, here, read this, regurgitate it so that we like know that you learned something. Forget it all because we got to stuff you with more information. So yeah. Yep. Come on board is looking good. Thank you. Yes, it is. And that's partially because I realized I was doing it wrong. So I rearranged part of it. But yes, I figured out the way that I'm going to be using it, and it is looking much better. And I moved, I think, 10 scenes over from the editing to the revision side. I've moved 4 scenes from Project Heartbeat down to the need to be edited, as well as 1 scene from Project Grade 2 down to the need to be edited. And so I have my chapters 1 and 2 for Project Grade 2 have been outlined, which is the 2 sticky notes you see there. And then I have the rest of Project Heartbeat outlined as well. So, and the other Project Grays up here, they have sparse outlining, but they're not like fully done yet. So, thank you. As someone who's not neurotypical, the school system makes everything much harder. Yes. Homeschooled and have been since 6th grade. Yeah. Homeschooling was not an option the first time around because your mother was a single parent. Yeah. And that is the unfortunate situation that a lot of students find themselves in, is that they are not able to do the alternate schooling that would really serve them much better, because the school system is not willing to change. You were trying to write that she was born in April, but somehow mistranslated into your head as born again. Your niece has Down syndrome and has done some amazing things. You're very sensitive to these kinds of issues. Yeah. Yeah. Made it before the end today. Hello. Hello, hello. Tessa had some really good success in getting a really nice and clean minimalist logo from Fiverr. And she just put up a video the other day that I watched, where she sort of talked through the process of getting that done. And so if you are interested in that, make sure you go check out her channel. I thought it was really cool. So it was definitely sort of an option that I was turning over in my head as to sort of like making the channel logo a little bit cleaner and nicer. So I was glad to see her recommendation for Fiverr. So let's see. Vince McMahon is dyslexic and he's a billionaire. So that attitude that disabled equals incapable is rubbish. Yes, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Your cousin is autistic, so you get really upset by those things too. Yeah. Yeah. Religion for Breakfast has a really good idea on what a religion is, and you have used that to inspire religions in your work. Okay, so Religion for Breakfast. That's an interesting thing. I'm going to have to check that out as well. Because I have sort of the bare bones of the religious structure in my world building, but I know it needs some work. So So yes, thank you for the recommendation. So Frankenstein the cat had kittens while Lister was stuck in stasis. Stop me if you've heard this one. I don't think I have heard this one. I wonder if watching Star Wars might help. Maybe. Maybe. But there's not like super heavy duty religion in it. I mean, you do have like the Force and the Jedi stuff, but it's not necessarily touted as like this giant religion. And I mean, maybe I'm thinking of religion on like the like huge, broad scale. I don't know. James Tullis just did a video about world building religions. Okay, so nice. We have some good recommendations and ideas, so we can check those out. It's from Red Dwarf, a BBC space comedy. I love BBC's stuff. They're so cool. And I'm not at all biased because that's the like only place that you can watch Doctor Who. You know, before Netflix got a hold of the older seasons. I'm not at all biased. Random, but that order of hearts, it looks like the pan flag. Probably not intentional, but you prove it anyway. Well, there you go. Lots of lovely things. Do you know Alan Rickman was almost in that? Ooh, I love Alan Rickman as well. And niche references, yes. Sometimes that happens, but that's okay. Real quick, unrelated to this, remember you said had writing sprints, what time, day, and for Laura. Okay, yes. So Laura, if you would drop your your schedule for writing sprints in the chat. In the chatty chat. The only gallery show you ever had, you were invited to submit because a friend dropped your name to the curator. You don't know beyond that. Okay. Kate made a great Holly. I have nothing but love in all my heart. And so, yep, there you go. Live is live. All right, so Laura is streaming at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday the 18th with Haley Haggerty. Put that on your calendars. And I should too. Let me write it down. My brain is not working today. And is that going to be on your channel, Laura, or on Haley's? And that is, I think that's in the middle of the Evergreen Writing Oasis as well. That weekend, that whole weekend. The 17th, 18th, 19th. Yes. So, and that Sunday, which is 19th, Abigail will be here with me. So yes. Think he auditioned and didn't get it? Alan Rickman? Okay. Wow. Lots of comments. Hoorays. Yes. Also got the channel art and intro and outro screen, and they match as well. Nice. Great. Because I know you had said that you were waiting for that. So if anyone needs help with logos, you can message Charlie. Charlie loves doing art and does it to relax, so is willing to help out. Great. On the 16th, you will be doing a stream at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Nice. And will that be on your Get Mad with Cad Lad or your Bookish Obsession channel? Let us know that. Okay. Your Instagram and Twitter are linked on Charlie's channel, so definitely message Charlie. I love the older Doctor Who's. I have not worked my way through the classics, but I am slowly catching up with the current, since Christopher Eccleston was my first Doctor. And then it was just kind of like, I love this Doctor. And then every time they change, I'm like, I don't like it. It's not my Doctor anymore. And then I become obsessed again. So yeah, it's the cycle. Every time I'm just like the characters. I'm like, it's not my Doctor. It's not the same. And then, yeah. Like to be helpful and fun. Okay, so Laura's live sprints will be on your channel, and then hers are the week after. Okay, great. Yay. And it will be on A Bookish Obsession for Cad the Lad on the 16th. Accidentally paused the video, so your sprint went on for a bit longer, but you did get 884 words. Nice. Yay. So much red or so much orange because of all the tags. Yes. You have never seen Doctor Who. Science was never your thing. Well, it's not necessarily like pure science, shall we say. It's a whole lot of fun. But I had to get past the episode with with the living plastic and chasing each other around the Prime Minister's house. And yeah, so with Christopher Eccleston, I think it was like the 4th episode by the time I was like, all right, yeah, I'm hooked. But the first couple episodes were just so funny to me that because they were really super corny at the time. So I was like, this is like straight up entertainment for me. And then you get hooked. And then you're in trouble when they start to rip your hearts out. So yes. So on the 16th, Abigail is starting at noon. And so we'll be able to pop in and out of each other's streams. Yay. You grew up with Tom Baker with the scarf. So yes, they're special to me. Yes. And if I'm remembering this correctly with all the Doctor Who-ness, David Tennant, who played 10, yes, brain, right, is married to the daughter of Tom. And she played the Doctor's daughter in one of the episodes. And I think it turns out that she was pregnant at the time. So it was like this huge convoluted Doctor Who mess, and it was amazing. So yes, you've only seen from Chris through the current Doctor, but 11th Matt was your favorite, but you also love the current Doctor. They're all great. They're so good. They're so good. And I love, oh my God, I love River. River is my favorite. But talk about heartstrings. Spoilers. All the spoilers, the mannequins. You always tell people, it's not always like this, I swear, with the plastic mannequins. I remember seeing a lot of episodes with John Pertwee in them, and you don't know why, because he was way before your time. It might have been that they were rerunning them. So, gotcha. Get you back into streaming alone, so you're trying another one on the 16th. Gotcha. You really love Eccleston and Tennant, but drifted off during Smith's run. Smith had some really, really good episodes, though. So, I suggest finishing Smiths. I'm a little biased, so I love them all. I love them all. They're so good. Okay, so he's married to Peter's daughter. Gotcha. I knew I got something wrong in that. David Tennant is an awesome Doctor. Yes, he was Barty Crouch Jr. in Harry Potter. Yes, he was. Every doctor is your doctor. The first Doctor Who episode you ever saw was David Tennant, Queen of Miraculous. Ooh, you came in the last 5 minutes with fire and death and screaming. It's such a good one. Yes, and in Good Omens too. He's amazing. He's amazing. Never seen Doctor Who other than parts here and there. Not super interested in it. That's okay. You don't have to be. But, you know, I will nerd out about it occasionally. All you have to say about Doctor Who is that Romana must come back. So old school about the show. Love the new stuff, though. Yes. He's also in the show Taking Over the Asylum, which is about an institution for mentally ill people. I've not heard about that one. But he was also in... What was he in with the 13th Doctor? Broadchurch? Does that sound right? I don't know. My brain is not working at the moment. He's really good in that. Okay. I keep I keep nerding out about stuff. We need to do another sprint. All right. I'm going to set us up for I think 20-minute. And yes, I have a backpack purse as well that is a TARDIS, and I love it. So I approve. I'm going to set us up for a 20-minute so that we can sort of get some work done today and not be super dawdlers like we are currently being. Alrighty, so this will be the third sprint. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, how did we do? I finished the second scene for the first chapter of Project Gray 2. So that finishes the entirety of what I had planned for chapter 1. So I went ahead and, if you saw me sort of run back there and move the second sticky down to the needs to be edited area. So I did that, so yay. And so now I'm getting started on chapter 2. And it is going well so far. So now I'm, let's see, 1057 for the stream. So I think that was about 400-ish. 374. I did sort of do a little bit of backtracking in the end of the last scene because I wanted the chapter to end on sort of like a doubtful note. And so I finally sort of figured out how I wanted that to end. So yay. But don't forget to save your documents. Save. How are we doing? All right, so Get Mad with Cad the Lad was looking for a word to describe having a child out of wedlock, and the sentence was, they got married to rectify their blank. And so I sort of posited as possibilities indiscretion, carelessness, impatience, something like that. Because in general, I never want to describe a child as a mistake, but that kind of depends on the vibe that you're going for the scene. But Cad the Lad said indiscretion was the word that you had meant to say. So Devin is here. Howdy. Hello. We mentioned you earlier because we were like, we don't want to do a 15-hour sprint like you always suggest. So, nor your laptop was draining, so you ran to get your charger, but by the time you got back, it was dead. Oh no! So then you had to charge it enough to get it started, which you did so slowly, and then reload the document again. The universe is telling you that you need a new laptop, but your bank account is telling you nope. Oh, Fudge disappeared for an hour to help your parents and get a granola bar. Granola bars are tasty. Cad the Lad just figured out those 3 years, 8 months that they were together. He spent 33 of those months deployed. Interesting. Long distance relationship. You just got here. Yes, but you are welcome to here. To here? To be here. Welcome. I don't know. Words are difficult today. Yes, we hope that Noor did not lose anything in the document. So Alicia finished chapter 16, yay, the outline, and went over some stuff that you wrote yesterday before moving on with drafting. Excellent. Halfway through transferring story number 2. Excellent. Good job. Kai got 334 words. Nice. CB got 1,417 with a little bit of copy pasting. You had to do some research into celebrities who are monoprogeny. Only child. Okay. No, I had not heard that term used before, but it makes sense. Mono is one, progeny is child. Timeline issues again. Yes, several people are having those today. 200 words exactly. Nice. 306 words for Charlie. Most people never encountered ghosts in their daily life. Their loss, really. Most ghosts were wonderful once you got to know them. That sounds fun. Hello. 150 handwritten words again for the twin tails. Just wrote the first 83 words for your new series. Woohoo! Good job, writingsprints. That's exciting. It's exciting, exciting. Should you share? Yes. Yes, yes. Exactly. 909 words for Hannah. Great. And CB says sin. Oh, for a possibility of the word that Cad the Lad was trying to think of. So I don't move. It's just another order that means nothing to me. Following orders. That's what got Hudson killed when we were in Augsburg on the front line. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. I foresee some political machinations, some possibility of friendly fire. There's all kinds of potential in that. Oh, Fudge says, dang, Hannah, that's a lot. CB, if the person talking about the unwed mother is religious, sin would fit. Yes. Yep. Charlie, 3,700 in total so far. Great. You can't remember where you were at the start of the stream. You had something like 2,000. You had a really cool number, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. But it was like a repeating number. It was like 2424 or something like that. So it was a mirrored number. I remember that. Megan got 204. Nice. Nice, nice. Laughing, laughing. And we like it. Yes. Can I suggest a 14-hour sprint instead of a 15-hour sprint? You can suggest it. Doesn't mean we're going to comply. I mean, you have close to that today with all of the 10K sprinters, right? Because, I mean, I think they started... What time did they start? I think Eve Daniels started this morning at like 9 a.m. And then there's somebody going on until probably midnight today. So it's not quite, maybe it is 14. 12, 9 to 9 plus 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 hours. Don't normally write that many, but yes. Good job. And Devin says, hello. You would maybe drop some of the ellipses, but that's a problem for editing, definitely not for drafting. Yes. There is a crackling sound. It might be my chair. Sort of, I've got one of the textured mats under the chair to keep it from rolling. So it might be that. But let me know if it continues. So Vanya says, help, your gothic horror is turning into a comedy. Oh no, you think you're in a weird mood to write today. Well, it's okay to have a comedic scene in the middle of horror. It's okay to give your readers a break in the midst of the story. But today is just kind of a weird day. Yes, absolutely. And I think that is probably close to 1,000 already. Heard the crackling too. You were afraid that it was your phone. Hopefully it is not your phone. Hopefully it was just my chair mat. A gothic horror comedy could be fun. Yes. So I can't remember if I mentioned this on this stream or if it was just when I was talking with Abigail, but I have a book that has like little short synopsises of gothic horror, like the penny novels, and sort of like the main character dies by being pecked to death by pigeons, or like really weird stuff like that. And I'm at some point I'm gonna have to dig it out and sort of like flip through it with y'all because it is pretty interesting. Gothic horror comedy is awesome though. Yes. And it is a very weird year, very weird multiple years. So the worst sentence in your work in progress, pew, 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 all three went down. I like it. 378-ish for this stream. Good job. Maybe put brackets around it to keep writing. Go back later and see if you want to keep it. That could work. You were set on being all angsty and melodramatic. Well, sometimes melodrama can be comedic as well. Clarification about the word. They are being pushed to marry after finding out Evelyn is pregnant with their child. Yeah, so maybe a word that shows sort of like a negative, sort of like shows disapproval from those who are talking about the situation. So yeah. Yes, I have brackets around all kinds of things, around like names especially, or like directions if I can't remember which section of the city that like the blacksmith shop is in. I'm like, it's in the direction side of the city. So I'm going to have to go and fix that. So any idea who is going to midnight? Okay, so I wrote it down. So Dana Gollin is currently doing a parallel live. Austin K starts at 4:30 today. Then Tamara starts at 7. Cachet starts at 9:30. And then Bethany Vota is at 11:30 to wind it up. And that's all Eastern times. So me and Dana are currently streaming. Then Austin, then Tamara, then Cachet, and then Bethany Vota. So there you go. Hannah, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So yes. Finding out you can't spell. Same. CB broke 25K. Yay! Congratulations. That is fantastic. Yay. Gothic horror comedies like Young Frankenstein are fun. Yes, Young Frankenstein is fun. I think a lot of Mel Brooks things are fun. Some of the jokes have not aged well. And I keep going back to like Blazing Saddles. There are so many really inappropriate things in there, but at the same time, he does some really interesting things in commenting about race and racism within Blazing Saddles. And so there are aspects of that movie that I really love, and there are also aspects of that movie that I'm like, I'm not sure this is helping. So I don't know. There are a lot of things that I really like about Mel Brooks's movies, and then there are a lot of things where I feel uncomfortable about them. But there's a lot of that in comedy that like pokes at societal things. So 227 for Alley Cat. Would you say they'd been pigeonholed? Could be. And Alley Cat is also playing video games still. Shotgun Wedding, yes, that definitely sort of gets the connotation across. 300 and to CB, congratulations for the 25K. Yes. There's a playlist as well for the marathon today, and I believe the playlist is on Cachet's channel at least. Can't wait to see how close you can get to 10K today. You got 7.4 last week. Ooh, nice. I am not going to be anywhere near that. Okay, 75K to go for CB. Yeah. Do you know where I can find it? I think the playlist is on Cachet's channel. So, hello everyone that just got here. You're revising your novella, but not your camp project. It's currently sitting at 10.3K. Your goal is to get to 12K today. Ooh, ambitious. Yay. Go for it. You can do it. Absolutely, you can do it. And welcome. There are loads of inappropriate things in your favorite TV show, The Golden Girls. You guess the old adage from that show rings true. Not everything we did growing up is appropriate anymore. Yeah. And that's part of what growing up is for, is that you realize, that things are not okay. And you grow from it. Satire to poke at the current events with humor. Yes. But Blazing Saddles is old, so shows just how much things have not changed. So yes, it's on Cache Warren's channel, the playlist. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's set up another sprint so that we can get closer to our writing goals for the day. What am I currently at project-wise? Okay, I'm at 6,500. And I'm supposed to be at 7,800 today for both of my projects. I'll just get a little bit closer than I currently am. That's all. But that's okay. Alrighty, how long do we want to sprint? I am okay with doing another 20 or 25. Oops. Share the screen, share the screen. How long do we want to go? Do we want to do a 25? Okay, I'm seeing several 25s. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. We will set that up then. Alrighty, so don't forget to save your document because the technology gremlins are abound today. And don't forget to hydrate. So starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so I think I figured it out. So thank you for the suggestions. The I wasn't sure what I wanted to have the shops carry product wise and whatnot. And so, because my initial thought was potions or books, kind of like Fudge had mentioned books and like supplies for travelers. And then I was like, but wait, like, would two potion shops be like right next to each other? Would they realistically be that way? But if it is a wee bit more general and sort of like one shop would have like potions and alchemical ingredients and the other one would be more of like the general store for the travelers but still carry potions and alchemical ingredients, then that way I think that is going to work. Plus it allows me to have a tie-in with one of the characters from book 1 who needs to reoccur in this book and pretty early on. This character's family is a merchant family. And so if I make the shopkeeper related to that character, then we can sort of like pull in those ties. So yes, that was sort of the suggestions helped. Thank you. It got my brain working again. So Erin, hello, my buddy. So I have started to line up a little bit more of the sort of discrimination that is happening between the followers of the different deities. And so he is, in the first book, they sort of achieve some sort of success, the dark mages do. And so the king is remaking the laws and everything, but as he's walking through town in book 2, he's starting to see that it's not going to be that easy to change people's minds and attitudes. And so I wanted to have the two shops that are right next to each other being competing interests for business, but also competing for like the economic power of the followers of the different deities. So one shop only wants followers of the sun god, and so they have like the sun etched into their display, whereas the other shop right next door has both a sun and moon and is willing to like serve or sell to any follower. So yes, so although I may change it from sun and moon to like a wheel with the different elements on it, I'm not sure. I'm going to play around with that idea a little bit more, but yeah. So I did have another technology gremlin strike, and I think it's because both my mom and I are on the Wi-Fi, and for whatever reason, like my view of things usually kind of like pauses when I start typing into like the window on my computer. So I was like trying to type on my phone, which means that I had a tree die. Boo. So Vanya headed out to get some sleep. And I am insanely working on 3 projects at the same time. Yes. So Meadow came in. Hello. Hello, hello. And yes, the technology gremlins struck. So yay. How did I do that time though? I don't know. I didn't actually check. So I'm now at 1,371. So I got about 320 words. So yay. More progress. Ooh. It skipped a whole bunch. All right, Writative is going to head out. You're welcome for the work and chatting time. So, playing video games still for Alley Cat. Megan got 120 words. Get Mad with Cad Lag got 1,734, like just during that time or just like the stream in general. But either way, it's very impressive. So CB has 2,510. Wee bit of copying and pasting, fixing it up, editing. Gotcha. Kai the Minion got 255. Tessa, you think the timeline is working out again, but time will tell. Yes. Oh Fudge got 165 words, got past the part you were stuck on, though. Yay. Great. 400 words for Charlie, and says good job on getting past that sticking point. Nor got 421 words, working on a serious conversation in which your female lead and male lead are trying to talk about major ideological differences between them. Yeah, that's going to be definitely serious and definitely hard, but something that people need to read about to make sure that they can feel comfortable trying to do that in real life. Laura says, my Tim Tams came. Need to film a video where you review this Australian biscuit. I have heard that Tim Tams are really delicious, and I would like to try one at one point, but I don't know if I might be able to find one at one of the stores that carries a little bit more international food. I might be able to. I will see. It is fun, and you wrote sibling schemings. Ooh, just got a dialogue idea. Nice. I like when that happens, when you have like just the perfect line. The perfect line. And Erin is writing terms and conditions for your website. Yay. I'm excited to see it when you're done. And less exciting than fantasy novels. Well, but eventually it will be cool. It will be very cool. And Erin, I'm not sure how much you are okay with people sharing about your current project and website, so I'll ask you that later. Erin is my good friend, and so I will chat with her about how much I can share and when she wants me to share things for her website in progress. But it's going to be cool. All right, so Jenna is still working on file transfers and deleted everything that you haven't started yet from the old program. I hope that you did that after you saved a copy to your new one. So like if you transferred over just like the ideas, I think that would make sense. Yes. You better hurry. We wouldn't want anyone else to die. He's basically implying that it's Nikolai's fault Hudson died because Nikolai wasn't moving fast enough to save him. Ew. Ew. The guilt. Reached 16K, which was your goal for today. The write-in helped a lot. Yay! I'm glad. Congratulations for reaching 16K. That is really impressive. And I'm glad that you reached your goal. Yay! The Tim Tam slams are the best. Nice. And Erin Laura wants to know milk or tea with it. Lady Lazarus, congrats and good job from Cat the Lad. Hot chocolate because chocoholic. Still in progress, but once ready to launch, share away. Okay, so I will wait until she's ready to launch to share about her fun idea, which is going to be cool. So, and yay for all the hot chocolate. Indigestion sucks. Oh no, I hope you feel better. I don't know if Sprite or 7-Up works for you, or like saltines. That's usually what they tell pregnant women, right? 7-Up and saltines. But they do work to sort of settle your stomach. So maybe that will work if you have some available. Meanwhile, Nikolai blames him for Hudson's death because Nikolai was forced to serve in his place because crappy royals and family. Sounds like a lot of political shenanigans, which I am on board with because, at least in stories, I'm on board with it in stories. Not necessarily in real life. Jenna says simple carbs are good for upset stomachs. Okay. Gonna try and work on poems now for your side project. Ooh. Spoiler territory. Yes. Alrighty. So it's now 4:49. Do we want to do a short little 4:50 now? Short little 5-minute sprint, get a little bit more done, and then we will come back and sort of say our goodbyes. So I'm going to set us up for a 5-minute sprint. A sprinty sprint. Did I share it? I think I did. Yes, I remembered to share it. Yay! All right, so 5 minutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty. So that was the end of the last little teeny tiny sprint. And so I have put 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 links in the chat. The first one is Austin K's stream, which he has already started. It started, I think, half an hour ago. And so then following Austin's is Tamara's, and then Cachet's, and then Bethany, winds up the end of the day. And they are part of a relay for attempting to get 10K today. I'm not sure if this is going on like every Sunday during the month of July, or if it's just some Sundays. But anyway, that is there for you in the chat. Don't forget to go give them some love if you still need to do some work. So I managed to get 1,371 for the stream. And so I'm 200 words shy of 7,000. So, you know, if I continue to work some, I might actually get to that 7,800 mark. And now that I sort of have that idea of how I want the connection to the other character to go, then I hopefully will be able to turn out some scenes today, or at least one scene, because my scenes are forever long. So yeah, so I feel pretty good about the progress that I made today. I finished up a chapter and started another one. Already know that I have at least 2 scenes in this chapter, and I've gotten a start on both of those scenes. So I feel pretty good. But yeah, so thank you for joining me. And please, if you are still here and have not done so, don't forget to hit the like, maybe subscribe if you enjoy these. And I will see y'all this week on Monday on my channel, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday, Abigail and Hannah Palmer are working together on on Abigail's channel. Wednesday, Abigail and Hannah are both going to be here on my channel, 1 to 3 p.m. Then I will also be back on Friday again. So there are plenty of streams this week. So thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it greatly. And I'm glad that we all got some work done despite being in a funky mood and distracted by Doctor Who and all of our fandoms and things. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I will see y'all later. Bye.